All right. We are hitting 0900. Good morning, everybody. Am I still sharing a screen? I don't know. Hey, there we are. Morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We don't have, I don't believe, too much to cover today. Should be short. So make sure you do sign in on the YouTube channel, and let me check to make sure that is operational and working well. Looks like it is. Let me just make sure. Okay, yep, that looks good. So I'll kick it off. Chief, we don't have a speaker today. So I'll kick it off with you with any words that you want to say, and then because I don't have anything on my list.
Hold on, let me walk back in my office. I walked out here to go talk to Dave. Hold on. All right. Hey, give me 2 seconds here. Yeah. Hey, so this morning's going to be really, really short. I don't have a ton to pass to you guys, like on the hey, stuff going on. Yeah, no, I'm looking at notes here. So just some things to think about that are going on this week, though. So the wing change of command is going to be on Thursday. The new command chief is on station, and he got here at the end of last week. The OG commander changed out last week. If you guys missed that one, so you know, his name's Colonel Getty. Super good dude so far that I've met him, and I actually have another meeting with him in about an hour. So I would expect a little bit of a little different leadership style from him. You guys might see him around quite a bit more, like just in the squadron talking to people. So just a heads up. We have the 8th of June. If you guys remember, I asked that everybody go out and check the records, make sure that your staff sergeant reports are in there. And so if you haven't done that, you're wrong. I'll just say it that way. You need to do it, right? We also had an announcement that Master Sergeant results will be out sometime towards the end of July. Specific date hasn't been released yet. And then I would expect the follow on for Tech Sergeant probably sometime, and don't quote me on this, but I would expect it sometime in August. I think we'll have a fairly quick turnaround just because of the situation. There were a lot of questions this weekend about leave, which, hey, let's just be honest and be patient, because the guidance is changing like almost daily. And so we're trying to stay in front of it the best that we can. And I think that the commander, and I'll say that the leadership team came up with a pretty good plan as far as trying to allow you guys the liberty to move more with the extension of the local leave policy. But as far as the hey, no kidding, like when do I need an ETP and when do I not? So here's what I would ask that you do until I can get some further guidance is, if you're in doubt, do an ETP. We've had zero, up to this point, we have not had any decline, right? No denials. We had one denial and then we resubmitted it again and got it through. So I know it's a little bit of admin creep, and I'm not saying like if you're going to leave, pause. It doesn't take us that long to turn it around. So if you're talking about like a July, I need to go somewhere in July, maybe give me a day or two, and we have some more clear guidance on what is travel between a green state and a green state, which would, as Dave and I spoke about earlier, is a green state to a green state. You should not need an ETP. You should just be able to file for your leave and go. There's some nuance here in the DC area, because there's some command differences, right? So, and there's coordination that has to happen between multiple bases. But as far as I read it, and as far as Dave and I discussed it, there's I don't think there's a whole lot of interpretation there. If you're leaving a green state, you should be able to travel to a green state, and you should not require ETP. So that said, I will make an announcement later on today, either through the commander in the commander's channel or in my channel, that kind of clarifies everything for everybody, so that you know. Again, I've got a meeting with the group commander, and I'm going to be with the commander all day. So we'll discuss, and we'll make sure that everything is cleared up. That way, there's no issue. You know, even if it's down to, hey, I got to go to a wedding in Texas, which is one of the situations that I heard. I don't see that there's anything wrong with that whatsoever. You know, even if we have to do an ETP, you probably go ahead and put the leave in, right? So, anyway, there's that. I know it's not as clear as maybe you would like, but as far as I can see, I'm pretty sure I can narrow that down and get clarification by this afternoon, so that there are no more questions. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Obviously, there's things in the world still going on. We've had a lot of discussion through the weeks. I thank everybody for their patience and understanding and empathy, and just kind of walking through what I'll say is some unclear territory. And you know, it's been challenging, you know, across a lot of aspects of what we're doing. And I just applaud everybody for you know, for being open-minded, and really that's what it boils down to. And so I just ask that you continue to do that. This is the issues that we're dealing with racism, and kind of the treatment of the African American and Black communities is ongoing, and will continue to be an ongoing discussion, and that's how we get some things to change, right? So just know that that's it. You know, we're having a discussion with everybody today, the commander, the DO, myself, and the first sergeant, and we're gonna sit down and kind of hash some things out, and kind of clarify some stuff to make sure we have some good understanding, and that way we're leading in the right direction. So be patient, and continue to be open-minded, and we'll figure this out, right? We may not provide a solution for the world by any means, but we can lead in this direction, right? We can lead in this space the best that we can. So again, thank you everybody for all that you're doing, and the discussions, and you know, I know at points it can tend to get heated. It's not the Rona, promise. My allergies have been killing me all weekend. I know that it can be frustrating, and I think in some of the cases that we've seen here is that through some of the more frustrating conversations is that we found some truth, right? We've seen some things, and even those that weren't participating directly in the conversations were able to see some truth and some light, and some maybe some mind changing, conscious changing things. So again, I just thank all of you, and I applaud you. So with that, I've got nothing else. Actually, the shirt just walked in my office. I've seen more people in the building, I think, that I had a really long time. Yeah, everybody's down. So I don't even know who's on here. I mean, there's probably nobody, but at least we're recording it so they can grab it and take a look if they need something. Not that we said anything that was like groundbreaking.
No, we have lots of people on, Chief.
Lots of people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're probably down, like, it's probably in stereo down there on their phones while they're standing in line.
Maybe it's showing 70 people have actually signed, are watching at the moment. So
okay.
So then if there's groups of people, that increases it.
Chief, right. There's some questions on leave in the YouTube chat.
Okay, go ahead.
From Doug Galmish, he asks, "Are green states changing?"
Denied, Doug. You can't go anywhere.
What? Oh, his question was, "Are green states changing with the spikes in COVID, i.e., Florida?"
Negative. I was just teasing, by the way, Doug. You can go on leave. No, from what I understand, there is no change in the spikes that we're seeing. From what I understand, aren't really spikes necessarily. There's still a downward trend, and there's nothing with because it really, a lot of it depends on capacity of the healthcare industry, and I don't see us going backwards anytime soon. That's everything that I've read. So I don't think that the state turns red. I think it's going to continue to be green.
And the second question I see, Chief, is from Okeem. He's saying, where can I find the list of states that are approved for leave without an ETP?
Well, so there isn't a list of states that are approved for leave.
There's a list of green states.
There's just a list of green states.
Yes, and I just posted that in the YouTube chat, the link to that list of green states.
Okay, I wanted to make that clear, right? There is a list of green states that are approved through travel. What's the question? Stand by 2 seconds. What's the question?
It's just the confusion about ETPs or not.
Oh, is it an ETP or is it not?
Right.
And that's why I said we need to talk to the boss about it, because so we're a green state, right? So we should be able to travel to a green state without an ETP.
Right.
And that's what I just told everybody.
Okay.
You know, based off of how I interpret it and read it. I read it, you know, this morning. I think that's it. But I said we'll release an official from the commander once we get to talk to him, which will be in about an hour.
Okay. And that's all.
Yeah, just so we're all on the same page.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all you had?
That's all.
Hey, what I just said is what the shirt had to say, which was basically you can travel from a green state to a green state. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. So, but hey, remember this though, is, you know, our operational capacity still is affected by this. So it's still same leave rules, right? 10%, like all that stuff still got to go on, because as we go, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a spike in missions, and and it's, I guarantee you it's just going to continue in an upward pattern. So I want everybody to get a break. I want you guys to go on leave. I want you to go take care of stuff. But just recognize that the mission is about to pick up too. So, yeah, keep your eyes on that and pay attention. I know the schedules and everybody will deconflict. And then obviously if we need to go above the 10%, we just need to have a conversation. Because the commander is very aware of that too, right? He wants people to go on leave, but we still have to maintain our operational capacity. Any other questions?
Let me take a look.
Not that I see.
Nope.
Where's the 10 o'clock happening?
He said it's going to be on Jitsi. I thought we were going to do it in the room, in the heritage room or the auditorium. Which we can go talk to him and see if you want. I would like to get as many people in person as we can.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. I just didn't know if everyone knew where, how to tune in. Or...
Yeah, it's going to be on the commander's channel.
Okay.
I do know that.
Okay.
So the commander's meeting that we're going to have at 10 o'clock is going to be in his channel. That is not going to be a live broadcast on YouTube. But you can sign into his conference room. If you need help signing in, just DM me or shoot me a text or whatever, and we can get you into that channel. But that's where it's going to be. And then if you're in the building and you guys are hearing this and you want to, probably going to get on the conference room, or not the conference room, the auditorium, and just kind of try to socially distance down there and have the conversation in person as much as we can for those of us that are here. So take that into consideration if you're in the building and you want to come down and talk. I think that's it. We can go around the room real quick if anyone has anything.
Awesome. Yes. So I wanted to let everybody know and reintroduce someone that you've missed for a while that hasn't been here, and that is Senior Master Sergeant Sheila Fitzgerald is back. So everybody say hi to Sergeant Fitzgerald as she comes back into the seat that I've been keeping warm for her. And we'll be, working together side by side until I find a new home to live. Welcome back, Sergeant Fitzgerald.
Thank you.
Sheila, you got anything you want to bring up?
Not that I can think of. Just yet. Not that I can think of.
Okay. All right, cool. I'll get 1 potato, 2 potato. Anybody has anything else? As always, thank you all for tuning in. We've tried our hardest to make this a very, very useful time. There's also a level of accountability that happens to you, right, when we show up and just make sure that everybody's good after the weekends and whatnot. So thank you all. I know there are a bunch of you downstairs in line getting your nose swabbed. It makes me gag when I think about it. So anyway, hey, we will see you all soon. Look forward, look out for that message. Like I said, coming from, it'll probably just come out on the Commander's channel. If there's anything different than we've talked about this morning about the leave stuff. And actually, let me say this while we're here. Senior Master Sergeant Wolf is going to be on a trip later this week. And I am taking a couple days. I'll be out Friday through Monday, possibly like late Thursday out through Monday. I'm going to stick around for the wing change of command, and then I'm gonna bounce for a little bit, go visit some family. My kids are going to go meet with their grandma who's going to pick them up. So I'm gonna get them over there. So welcome back, Sheila. You will be in charge this weekend.
Okay. Okay, I'm refreshed. I'm nice and refreshed now.
Exactly. So everybody,
Make sure you pass your cell phone.
yeah, pass your cell phone. We'll have Sheila's cell phone number out on the Chiefs channel. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding about you being in charge, but I'm kidding.
Okay, for real. I'm nice and refreshed, like for real. So it's perfect.
All right, cool. Okay, hey, love all of you. Have a great week. Be great this week. Be great today, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Make sure you sign in on the YouTube channel.